Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Changemakers on Yippiekiyay TV. Today, we are super excited to have Michael Hirshman, board president of FEAT organization, which is Four-Wheeled Emergency Assistance Team, a nonprofit located here in Colorado. Growing up in Sioux City, Iowa, with two entrepreneurial parents, Michael Hirshman was raised with the love of bringing people together to make things happen. He picked up the business bug and by age 12 ran a lawn mowing and snow removal enterprise. Later, like many changemakers, his plans were derailed by his passion as he walked away from the family real estate business for a career in law enforcement. The gravity of that decision was cemented upon becoming one of the first responders to arrive at the scene of the tragic United 232 crash in 1989. Throughout his career, Michael continued to leverage his unique combination of people skills and systems thinking, from military intelligence and law enforcement to his service through various nonprofits and in business. He is widely respected in his community as caring, resourceful, and reliable, befitting his position as board president of FEAT, an emergency assistance nonprofit, and as founder and CEO of a technology startup. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Jackie.
So tell me about FEAT. What do you guys do?
So FEAT, the Four-Wheel Emergency Assistance Team, is an organization that helps transport personnel, equipment, and supplies during times of crisis or emergency. So FEAT actually started back in 1982 as a result of a winter storm blizzard that hit the Denver area, and emergency management was overwhelmed. They were unable to get people out of ditches and transported. And so they put out on all of the TV stations, hey, anybody with a four-wheel drive vehicle, come help. Yeah. And as a result, there were a bunch of people that came, and one of the state associations, the Colorado State Association of Four-Wheel Drive Clubs Incorporated, which is a mouthful, actually then created a committee, and that was called FEAT, and so it was just a committee that operated under that association.
Awesome. So do you have an example of someone that you've helped with this work?
Definitely. So FEAT has provided assistance to dialysis patients. DaVita was one of our clients. They need to get their dialysis or they could die.
Yeah.
And so when a storm hits and nobody's prepared for it, we have to spring into action and get that person to where they need to be. Our long-term goals, we actually have put together a system that is really pretty scalable. And so we look to spread into other states and offer the FEAT model across country.
I know you're an entrepreneur yourself and also leading this nonprofit group as well. I'm curious to know what it was like for you when you first started out with FEAT.
Well, operating under FEAT as a committee under this other association. That association was a 501c7, very limited in what we could do. Okay. We decided to go ahead and break FEAT off as a separate entity, and I was the chairman at the time. So we needed to be able to take donations. We needed to be able to operate in a legal manner. We couldn't do it the way we were.
And so how did you find Yippiekiyay?
So Christian LaFeur, the founder of Yippiekiyay, is somebody that I have met and known. He heard of what it was that we were doing and said, hey, I've got something that you might be interested in. So we talked. That's how it all started.
And it was seamless ever since.
We had made the decision to create a 501c3 with the information provided by Yippiekiyay to understand the legal, what you can do with this, what you can't do with that.
Okay.
So we made that decision.
Okay.
We were limited with our budget. We just didn't have a lot of money to go spend on attorneys and to understand everything. It was like getting on to TurboTax, where you answer a question and you can see how you're doing. So very, very easy. Went through, answered all of the questions, and completed that process.
Perfect. So how long did it take you to get your 501c3? I think you're a record breaker from what I've been told.
I think that we hold the record.
I think you hold the record. What was it?
Well, I think it's important to first off understand that getting a 501c3 can take a year, sometimes 18 months. It was insane. Yeah. I got a letter back from the time that we started with Yippiekiyay to the time I had a letter in my hand from the IRS, 9 days.
So you got your 501c that quick. What was the biggest benefit of that? Were you able to fundraise quicker, or what happened as a result?
Yes, for us the benefit, well, there were multiple benefits. Number one, using Yippiekiyay, we didn't have to spend a lot of money to get our 501c3. Yeah. It went very, very quickly. we were able to get not only the 501c3, but all of the support that Yippiekiyay provided, as in making sure that we were compliant. They also provided us with information on how to fundraise, and now we could legally fundraise.
Besides Yippiekiyay, what else did you look at, and how did those solutions compare to Yippiekiyay?
Yeah, I had reached out to several attorneys to try and understand, okay, what do we need to do? How do we handle this? What's all involved? And it was going to be a long process, and it was going to cost a lot of money.
Did you have any hesitation working with us at all?
I really didn't.
Okay.
Everything was professional from the word go. And I know Christian, and I know his heart and his professionalism and his tenacity, and he's just a profound innovator when it comes to this process.
Yeah.
And his heart for helping the heroes that help other people, huge.
Awesome. Thank you. So you're an inspiration. You're an entrepreneur yourself, but you're also leading up, feet. There's a lot of people in the audience who are in that position where they have a calling, they have a brilliant idea, they're looking to take that next step. They're probably potentially where you were, navigating the waters of attorneys and all this kind of stuff. What's your biggest piece of advice to someone who's looking to start a nonprofit?
Don't do it.
No. I am not publishing this video.
No, the fact of the matter is, starting a nonprofit, starting any entity, is a challenge. But you have to have a good plan in place. You have to have good people and good support. Using Yippiekiyay was good people and good support. So I would highly recommend, if somebody wants to start a nonprofit, just for their own understanding, go check the other options out there. But you will find that Yippiekiyay is the one-stop shop that is quick, easy, professional, and it's going to give you everything that you need to start a nonprofit.
What are some things that you're working on right now that you have a focus on?
Oh, we would love to have any kind of support. We're always looking for new members. So if you are a four-wheel drive enthusiast with a high clearance capable vehicle, go onto the website, join the team. One of the big things that we're looking at doing right now is the technology within our system, almost like an Uber type system that will dispatch our drivers to the people who need the transport.
Ooh, that's a great idea. I like that. That's very efficient. It sounds very fun too.
It's a blast.
Especially in Colorado. I know there's a lot of men out there who have very big vehicles that could be utilized to give back to the community the way you guys are. So thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Everyone out there, go visit Michael, coloradofeet.org. Thank you, Michael. Have a good rest of your day.
You as well.